Hey guys, it is.
Hey, it's Robyn,
Hi guys, it's Bit.
and today we're talking about episode 307. Yep, it's a leprechaun, all right.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting episode.
First, Nash can be here today because she's a little busy with school stuff,
Yeah,
but she will be back next week, we hope.
she will be back next week. Yeah, she says she will, so
Yeah.
we're gonna hold her to that. But okay, so this episode, I was a little nervous going into it just because of the whole like leprechaun thing,
Yeah.
and I mean but the
It
fact
was it was like classic Alexis this episode.
Yeah, and the fact that there was like a leprechaun, I mean, did automatically mean like good things for like Malivore, because like where did he come from? You know, because we never
Yeah.
actually got that explained. Where did he come from? So is there a portal?
Well,
You know,
I feel like that was like the main reason for bringing Leprechaun in is like, oh, the monsters are out, which means that
Linda might be alive.
a
well,
portal
also
was
for
somewhere.
yeah,
And
and
that's when it
also
clicked with Hope. It was like, but my question is, why did she think Landon was in there? Is it just like an instant, like it's like an
well, okay,
instinct that she has?
Because like when they get out of the Malivore, the pit was like dry, so I think
yeah,
they were gone. So if the monster's getting out, so the pit might be there, so he might not be dead, so he
because
might be there.
another portal had opened up, so she assumed another portal opened up somewhere else. And
Yeah.
like, okay, the thing is though, is someone pointed this out on Tumblr too, is that in 301, Hope purposely didn't want to wake up because she sensed that Landon was dead. So
Yeah.
if she must have a sense that he's not dead in this case, because like she just can't figure out a way to get to him because the ascendant was destroyed and all of that, or so she thought, and because there wasn't a portal anywhere. So like she must have somehow sensed that he was still alive, because she has the power of premonition. We've seen that in in 213 and in 301 and all of that. So like she must somehow sense that Landon
He's
isn't
alive.
gone.
I wanna know if you're gonna see the dream.
Okay, I was so right. Okay, okay, I know we're jumping into the promo, but did I not say she was gonna start dreaming about Landon?
Yeah.
You
I
did.
said she was gonna start dreaming about Landon, and then the promo said that she had a dream about Landon. So like I knew, yeah. But anyways,
You're
okay.
you're always right about this stuff. I never shocked anymore. Honestly.
I know I just say things in chat sometimes. and then it's just like, oh yeah, okay, well that's good. Like I called what scene they were going to use for the sneak peek as well. Like what
Yeah.
was it yesterday? I was like, oh, it's going to be like a Caleb scene or something.
Yeah.
And then Pia links it and she's like, well, hey Robyn, what's up? Or something, like she's
So
like, hello
let's
Robyn.
talk about the episode now.
Yeah.
We started with the school just being poor as hell.
Okay, that scene opening up with like the 7 students or whatever. Okay, first off, you obviously can see them social distancing because they were
Yeah.
Yeah.
like very far apart. And Amon was there. I saw Amon there. She was sitting on the side where Wade and that were. But it was just like so funny just to see like the 7 of them, and you know, Lark's all like, we've got 30 students now, and you're looking around, it's just like, okay, where are they?
Well, didn't Hope or somebody say, oh, there's like 9 of us here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hope
yeah.
Cleo. She was like, what he's talking about.
I love that like her and Cleo kind of sat together though. Like you can automatically see like that friendship already.
Yeah, I
Like,
love it.
that is so cute. And Cleo, like, my God, Cleo is just
Amazing.
cool and
I love her.
amazing. And okay, Danielle's hair, like
She looks
Hope's hair.
Danielle.
Well, she just looks so
Period,
happy.
Danielle.
Yeah,
Period.
Danielle. But like her hair, like all like okay, Lizzie's hair this episode, Caleb's hair this episode, Danielle's hair this episode, Kaylee's hair, like all of them, they just looked so good.
They all look
They did.
beautiful, yeah. They all look beautiful.
Cleo's hair, she's looked amazing the last 2
Yeah, she's
episodes.
beautiful.
So yeah, but like their hair is I'm loving it, and I mean, even though Hope was wearing the uniform at first, but she was wearing that like bright red and stuff. Like she's wearing a lot of red, which is nice. It looks really good on her. Like it suits her, the red. But like
Yeah.
Cleo's outfits are really like I really like her outfits.
I just love Cleo.
Yeah.
I love her. I think she's a perfect friend for Hope.
I think
And
so too.
I'm really excited to see it and it be explored more. Even though they're kind of on the outs right now, but like I don't
I
know.
really like that we kind of got a glimpse into her backstory a little bit. I mean, she obviously she's only known Hope for what 2 or 3 days. So
Yeah.
she really doesn't know anybody in that school or like what the situation is and stuff like that. So like she's learning about Hope and everyone as much as everyone's learning about her. So I mean, but I am really excited about her backstory and we kind of got a little bit of a glimpse of it because she doesn't like you notice with the whole like, oh, you're gonna kill the monster, and she seem a little hesitant about using magic? Like, does
She
everyone know?
with Alaric.
Yeah, but like even when she was silencing the car alarms, like does everyone know she's a witch? Like I mean, they have to know
That's a good
she's
question.
supernatural.
I didn't even like I don't know what it is. It's just like maybe that's another reason why her and Hope get along so well is because they're hesitant about their magic. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe she's more hesitant than Hope does. But like it's obvious that they're both, and if she could sense how powerful Hope was, maybe she's just as powerful.
And she knows that Hope is a tribrid because she mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
So Hope must have told her at some point or like something, you know.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like it seemed like it was more like Hope sharing whatever she could, and Cleo didn't really share anything back. But I mean, not Cleo's fault because it's not like anyone was really asking or Hope was really asking anyways. But like
Yeah.
still, she did seem very hesitant in using her magic to me. Like it seemed like it was kind of like a last resort, which is very curious as far as like her backstory goes. Like why, you know?
Hope you get more.
Well, and then the fact that she said like all of her sisters were murdered and like she was the last of her kind or whatever. So it I mean, I still think she's a harpy, but I mean, which would make a lot of sense in that story if she's like the last of or whatever. But like I'm really interested in kind of knowing her backstory because like what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of think that backstory is the reason why she's at the Salvatore school.
Can't wait. Honestly, she's such an interesting character.
Yeah.
And her and Caleb,
Oh yeah. They are teaming up next episode, right?
yeah, they're teaming up next episode. And they looked like even that like small scene when Lizzie and Hope were fighting with did you notice how like close they were standing? Like they just looked so good standing side by side. Like I am
Yeah.
all for that. Like I am ready for that relationship. Like that is and I
It's
liked
also
that
so
like
good to have Caleb doing more stuff too.
yeah,
I'm really
I like
excited too.
I like that Caleb wasn't like trying to hit on her and stuff like that. Like he was just like talking to her because like just like with that whole like friendship, but then also like Caleb like with the tie and stepping up and like really taking charge, like such a huge growth from season 1 where like humans are like your food or whatever, and then like to now where he really respects Alaric's decisions, and like you can kind of see that growth into like adulthood almost.
Yeah.
So I mean that's really interesting, like when Alaric's gone, because we all know he's going, would it be like maybe Caleb and Lizzie kind of taking over the school? I mean, if you think about it,
That'd
they're
be
both,
cool to watch though, just until like
yeah. I mean, Caleb, we don't know exactly what his age is, but I would assume that he's probably old enough that he could probably, take over the school. I mean, they'll probably have to have an adult come in, but still, like, that would be a really cool thing is just have the two of them take over the school. Caleb kind of handles like the outside stuff and Lizzie kind of handles like the like paperwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess now that we're on Lizzie, we can talk about the scenes with MG.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I loved when she was just like, you and that word. Like
Yeah.
she was so mad at him for saying no. But like the fact that she was like just like bringing in last week's conversation and then to this week's conversation, and she's like giving him a shirt that says like kiss the cook, and not even giving him a choice, like you're gonna bake. Does she even know he can bake? Did we even know he could bake?
I thought it was gonna be like a kissing booth type thing.
Yeah, with like the kiss the cook
type thing. Because when she handed them I didn't read it all the way, I guess. I thought it was gonna be like she's gonna make.
Okay, where did she get the shirt though? Like, do they just have like shirts that just automatically match up to their fundraisers?
I mean,
They're witches.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
witches.
Okay, I guess that's how they get all the clothes that they have, like all the Salvatore clothes too.
Yeah.
Like
I love that
everything
Robyn, she finds out like the most difficult stuff about this.
I think
Just
way
people
too
think
hard.
she's just thinking too much.
I just look at things and I'm just like I was thinking as far as like the jar of goo, what if she didn't actually go back at first to get that jar of goo of Landon, but she went back to look for her necklace. And then when she couldn't find her necklace, she just, took the jar. But I don't know. Anyways, MG hiding the ascendant in the Flash figurine, like having Alyssa hide the ascendant.
Yeah.
That
Wow,
was
the last scene. Wow.
yeah.
I know, that was incredible.
That was awesome.
I really liked that last scene. I honestly thought it was gonna be a full-on I thought he was hiding the letter from Landon.
Yeah, but like
he got it, but like I was not expecting the ascendant. Well, it was weird because when like the last episode where they were like, Alyssa destroyed the ascendant, I was like, didn't Alyssa give the ascendant to MG?
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird. Why would he let her take it back and then let her destroy it? And then when Hope saw it underneath the cache, I was like, wait, is that the ascendant? And then it all made sense.
I figured that she would see the ascendant because as soon as Lizzie came in and said that the leprechaun ate things, that I was just like, oh, it's in the leprechaun. So as soon as he exploded, I was just like, okay, Lizzie or Hope's gonna see it. But then she didn't see it, and I was like, okay, we're gonna get a scene where she sees the ascendant. We have to.
We are freaking out.
How did that money like just lose all of the goo on it too? Like it was covered in goo.
They're witches.
Robyn, again, they're witches.
I think too
202 thing. It's like the 202 thing. How did Hope get new clothes? She's a witch.
Okay, but anyways, I totally lost my train of thought now. Okay, no. The Ascendant though. They made that whole thing in 213 about Alyssa destroying the Ascendant and it making it collapse the prison world. And then it was like when they brought it up in the new season, it was like, well, she destroyed the Ascendant. It was like, okay, but they were still going in the prison world. So how? If they just
that was after. She destroyed it after MG and Lizzie went into the prison world, right? No. Oh, wow, that went like that.
Yeah, like
that went over my head.
They purposely made it saying in 213, if you destroy it, it's going to collapse. And then in what 302 or something like that, 303, it was like, no 302, they destroyed the Ascendant.
Oh my god.
So it couldn't have been destroyed. I had never thought it was destroyed because they had brought it up in 213 about it, collapsing. And we knew that the world wasn't collapsed because MG and Lizzie were standing in it, checking out, looking for Landon.
It just looked like a war universe right now.
I think way too much.
Yeah, but we love it.
Okay. Cleo.
But we stop. Yeah, Cleo.
Okay, her getting Hope. First off, her telling Lizzie that they were going to make art and to sell the art. And Hope was just like, no, I'm retracting that.
Yeah.
And Lizzie was just like, no, you're not. And then so they go in there. But Hope had that whole painting of like the gated Salvatore school, which I know Cleo said that it was like kind of dead, but I actually really liked it.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was nice.
Hope made it. It's wonderful. She touched it. It's wonderful.
Anything Hope paints is nice. I thought the painting last week was nice too, and she didn't actually paint it.
Yeah, she's
I
annoying.
literally said the same thing. I was like, it's not that bad, girl.
Right? But having Cleo be there and be like, okay, you're gonna mix in order for you to heal, let's create something, and you're gonna mix the goo into the pot, but then it glowed.
Yeah, I
I
saw
think it
that.
was magic.
But who did that? Was it Cleo who did that? Was it Hope
I
who did
think
that?
both
Was it
were
the
using
goo?
magic to help. Yeah.
I somehow thought that bus was gonna like come alive or something because like it had the goo in it. Because Malivore is made out of clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were using magic.
So like, what if the bust is because it's made from the goo and because it has magic in it is somehow a link to Landon, which then links into the real world to Hope?
Oh, it can be too. That's a good theory.
I
I
mean,
mean, you always have good theories, and you're always right. So,
well, not always.
I mean, like 99%.
99% of the time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then she added the morning word, and it was and then the Cleo was just like, oh, he's beautiful, and it's just like, yeah, he is.
You even did it in him justice, you say.
Yeah,
Like, so
and
true.
I mean, oh my god, okay, can we talk about the song that was playing when that was going on?
Yeah, the lyric is,
The
oh my God.
lyrics? I think we all flipped out in the group chat. Like we were all like screaming.
Yeah, the lyrics, the lyrics.
Yeah. I think we all
No,
linked to
because,
the same video because we all looked it up and it was just like, oh my
yeah,
gosh. And then I saw on the timeline that a couple of other Handons had mentioned that song like a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like, holy crap.
let me
Like,
just read a sentence.
Wait,
Either way, we're
wait.
gonna be all right. If you are meant to come back to me, you will. Like,
I
this is really Handon.
that is Handon. That is an anthem. Like I posted some lyrics on Twitter because I just like instantly went up and like looked them, and it like, oh my god, that's gonna be one of my new favorite songs because like it's so good. I love that song.
I love it too. I know it's gonna be our overall timeline this week.
Like one of the lyrics is, I'm gonna fall in every time. Like I'll still be yours to come and find. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be listening to that on repeat.
Of course.
Look, all the edits that are gonna come out with that song, but that song was beautiful. Um, and then that whole scene, I loved that whole scene just with Cleo and Hope working together, and Hope really connecting with Cleo, and then her looking at the bust afterwards, and just like you could tell, like you could just tell how in love with him she is, and how she's just not ready to let him go. But I think a lot of that too is because she knows that he's not dead.
Yeah.
Like if if she had seen his body and they had buried his body, that would be a different story because she would know. But the thing is he just disappeared. So in that case, of course she's going to be obsessed about it because she doesn't know what happened, right? So
Yeah.
it's hard to like move on when you don't have a body to move on from. You know what I mean? Like if that makes sense. But I really liked that whole scene. And then even when they saw the leprechaun, and then Cleo and Hope went off together in search to go look for it. Like Cleo just like came right into the super squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just fits so well.
She was just like right in there. And then Lizzie and Caleb were kind of teaming up. And then it was nice to see Josie and MG again. Like that friendship.
Josie was my favorite this episode.
She was so nervous about her study date. It was so cute.
It was so
and
adorable.
like her helping MG, and then like, okay, let's go find these leaves. They have like a whole garden of magical leaves, and
Yeah,
they're not labeled.
I love that.
What if Josie said it was the lower garden, which means like all of the younger students were in there? Why would it not be labeled? It's magic herbs. Like, you would think they'd be labeled. And then she just eats this random leaf that she doesn't know what it is.
Nah, she's getting high. So funny.
And then it's a truth weed. Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing. And like just the way that everything just came out, it was just so funny.
I thought she was going to say something about Penelope, but she didn't, and I was really disappointed.
Yeah, but like even like her laying on that chair with like the glass, like the glass,
That was hilarious.
it was so cute.
Like, yeah, and like I think it helped her.
I do think MG helped her a lot because she was feeling really guilty, and it was really cute to see how like she knows that she's not really ready for a relationship, but like she wants to try because
it isn't her fault that her relationship don't work. Like
yeah, it's not her fault.
Things happen till we find the right one.
Which very much falls into what that song that Kaylee had linked was the song about, you know, it not being her fault or whatever, and then possibly wanting to like move on, because you could see like kind of like the panic as far as like thinking about the date with Finch, which was super cute.
Yeah, she was like putting her heart out.
Yeah.
When
like,
Finch say like I work in the weekends, I was like bawling my eyes out. I was like, no.
That scene between them two at the end,
that was so emotionally charged.
It was beautiful.
So beautifully performed.
The acting, the chemistry, just
their chemistry. Like it was like
that scene was probably one of the best scenes. Like
it was
like Kaylee's performance in just like that Leaf like really like lowering her walls and her just being like open and raw, and then Finch kind of being a little like angsty and upset and whatever because she was actually really looking forward to this date.
That's what I think that's what made the scene. It was like, you know, it wasn't both of them being like, oh, let's do this. It was like to the point where it was like, you know, one of them was like scared it was actually happening, one was excited, and then one got disappointed when it didn't happen, and then the other one came and it was like, you know, I want to make this work, but I don't know how to, so we need to work together.
It was such a good development for Josie's character. Like it was just it was so good that she admitted to the fact that that things just didn't work out, and that in her past, and that she was scared about the future because of what happened in the past.
I've always said it. I've said it from like the beginning of this season. Josie's storyline is probably one of my favorites, like one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most, besides, you know, Hope and Landon, of course, but like her individual storyline in her life outside of the Salvatore school and her being human is the one thing I'm looking forward to this season, and I hope they do it justice. So
I'm kind of wonder why like Ethan is so hesitant. Like I know that she dated Maya, but like okay, first off, Finch works at the grill.
Yeah, they was like hand and teeth.
Yeah. But like Ethan kind of warning. I really think Ethan and Josie's like friendship is adorable, and like Ethan kind of being like, just, you know, you got to kind of watch out for her. I thought that was very, like I said, like very big brother like he's kind of taking Josie under his wing. But I like that Josie was just like, what did she say? She was like, I'm not gonna hold back, or I'm not gonna
she goes, I don't want to be careful. I'm not going to be careful this time.
Yeah, something like that. I loved that line. That was such a good line. And I'm actually really glad that they didn't kiss this episode.
Oh, me too.
Yes, I was like,
me too. I honestly thought they were
almost a kiss.
I honestly thought they were going to, because of the behind the scenes photo that I sent you, Robyn, they looked like they were really close, but you can see it in the scene. Obviously they were. They just, you know, they were just like,
she was just helping her with like her But I am really glad that they didn't kiss right away, because like it's just building, and then that like slow motion when she's on the bike and she like wraps her arms around Finch, like that whole, I love that whole
the
scene.
camera just focusing on her hands.
Their chemistry is literally like, it's so incredible, and it's like we've only seen what 3 or 4 or 5 scenes with them.
Yeah.
And their chemistry is so high.
This was definitely the number one scene with them. This scene in today's
Courtney,
I really like this scene and the one last episode. That one was really the one at the end.
Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say about Courtney?
She's a very good actress.
Oh yeah,
she is. I really, really like her. Yeah. She's a really good addition. Like I really love where season 3 is going. Like I really love, it feels very much like season 1 almost. But but still a little bit darker. even though I know we had a leprechaun in today's episode, and Lizzie said the title, but like I know it was a leprechaun, but the leprechaun really didn't show too much in the episode though. Like it wasn't highly focused on the leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the fighting and stuff like that. Okay, Hope and Lizzie fighting, and
Yo, Hope was the
And
Hope
then when
X.
Caleb goes, it got
Insane.
quiet, and Caleb goes, and then Cleo goes, "Isn't that a good thing?" He goes, "No."
and then he's like, I know we've all thought about it, but you're not killing Lizzie. And I lost it. I was just like, you guys have thought about killing Lizzie? Like, what the hell? I mean, Lizzie? No. And Hope was just like, but Hope wasn't going to kill Lizzie. She was grabbing the axe for the leprechaun. But it's just so funny that Caleb automatically jumped to the idea that Hope was going to kill Lizzie. Okay, but like the whole fighting, okay, like the woman going in and busting in and trying to buy the bust of Landon, and Hope is like, no, you can't have it, not even for $91,000. And then the woman's like, she grabbed a scalpel or a knife or whatever, and she was gonna stab Hope, and Hope just like popped her right in the nose. Like,
Oh, that was awesome.
money is flying all over the place. This poor woman's on the ground because she went to go stab. She was gonna shake Hope with this art supply because she wanted this bust of Landon. Like, so the leprechaun just makes people crazy.
I know. What was the point of the leprechaun? I feel like it was just the point to say, "Oh, Malivore, there's a portal open."
Well, also to find the ascendant, but also for them to get money. But
yeah.
like, okay, so why was he drawn to the Salvatore school in the first place, though, if the Salvatore school didn't have money at the time? The leprechaun is the reason why the money came to the Salvatore school.
Maybe
So-
Landon sent him?
Well, there was like the rainbow. Oh. But like the rainbow showed up out of nowhere, and then the leprechaun was looking through the window at Hope and Cleo. Wasn't that originally where the leprechaun was looking?
And Hope was there.
Yeah.
Yes,
So was the leprechaun drawn to Hope?
Landon.
Yeah. Well, there was a theory that I saw that the leprechaun had come from the wish box, and because Hope had made the wish, the leprechaun was drawn to Hope. But they never mentioned the wish box, the wish box, like at all. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe that will come up in later episodes then. I don't know. But like, yeah, why was the leprechaun there? What was its purpose? I know you're gonna say Landon, but
I think it was for Hope to find out about the Malivore pit.
it has to be. That has to, like, it's just, that's because as soon as she saw the leprechaun, she was like, oh my god, there's a portal. Like, she
Yeah.
automatically connected the dots.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I mean, something had to send it to. What if Malivore sent it to Hope because he knows if Hope knows that Landon's alive, then she will do what it takes to get to him, and in order to get to him, they have to get to Malivore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in order to release Landon, you have to release Malivore.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think that was the whole thing. It was like,
Yeah, but so Malivore sent the monster to Hope to let her know that Landon is alive.
Yeah.
Not Landon sending the monster to Hope.
Just
Awkward silence.
a lot.
Okay. I'm totally gonna bypass all of the Rick scenes because ew.
Yeah, I just didn't need that.
Why?
what was the point? Why?
No, like,
Why are you
they
there?
why they keep bringing Dana's mom back? Like, no worries.
Yeah. Wasn't she like a pharmacist or something?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Sorry.
Because
Honestly.
Dana, she talked about how her dad's a dentist and then her mom is a pharmacist because she
I
joked
don't
about
know.
Lizzie's meds.
Oh, true, but I don't remember. I can confirm it.
So did she change from being a pharmacist to a banker? Like,
It made
Like
no
she went
sense. When she
she
showed up,
went
I was
through a
like,
divorce.
what are you doing here?
yeah, like as soon as I saw her, I was like, aren't you supposed to be a pharmacist?
She was just weird.
Yeah, no. They just needed someone to come in who would know Alaric so they can have that whole gross, disgusting scene. Like
I literally was like this. Like the entire scene. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Okay. So Hope. Okay, when MG confessed to Lizzie about the ascendant, and Lizzie said the out of context line about like, seriously, it's too late now. And
Yeah,
she
I'm
like,
sorry.
because she saw Hope standing
Behind him.
behind MG, and he just like, shit. And he turns around and Hope's just like standing there, like
With the ascendant.
she's got her murder eyes on. She's just like, I would not want to be MG in that moment, like
Neither
at
do
all.
I. Like she was pissed at everyone this episode. Like it was so satisfying seeing her finally let out. Like
Yeah,
everyone always rely on her, like for everything. And she had to just keep this thing inside to help the school. But like there is a point she is done with it.
I
She
really
has
like,
that.
yeah, her and Lizzie's fight, like her just like with the whole like my emotional needs.
There's the line. The
Yeah,
one that
there's
they
the
both
line.
said.
But like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was,
like my emotional needs, like I have been putting my needs aside to help the school.
yeah. And like so finally she's kind of letting it out. And then she did kind of let it out a little bit with Cleo, but then Cleo kind of gave it back to her, which I mean is good because like Hope did need to hear that. And that opens it up for Cleo's story because like how else were we supposed to learn about it, right?
Exactly.
Um and the reason why like Cleo is so used to grief, but like or like kind of has like an idea of how to handle grief, but like everyone handles grief differently. What works for you is not going to necessarily work for someone else,
Mhm.
you know. And the thing is like Cleo doesn't know Hope's entire story. Like she does she know that, you know, her mom died or that her dad died, that her uncle died, like all of those things, and like what loss does to Hope. Like I don't think Hope has gone that far into like her background as far as Cleo is concerned, as far as anyone is concerned, really.
Yeah.
But then also Cleo is kind of the same in that sense because she also had her family killed. So I think that does connect them in a sense too. So and I mean from the promo it seemed like they were
Okay.
okay, like they were on okay terms. So like, you know, Hope can't really be upset at Cleo for killing the
Try to help.
leprechaun
Yeah. She was
because
saving a lot.
yeah, and exactly, and it was just like, okay, well, yeah, I guess saving someone is more important or whatever. And then that's when Cleo kind of picked up on the whole like, um you're obsessed with Landon, which I mean, again, that goes back to the whole thing of there wasn't a body to bury, you know.
Yeah.
If you think about like, think about someone who just disappears and you have no idea if they're alive or dead or, you know, whatever. And so there's always that like, what if, you
Yeah.
know. And then how much closure, like if you see like these stories and how much closure it is to actually like have that body or have that knowledge of knowing what's going on in order for you to move on, you know, like have that like substantial like information or whatever. And Hope never had that. I
Yeah.
mean, she did with her mom and she did with her dad, but she never had that with Landon. She couldn't physically see what happened to him. So like, to me it makes sense, but I also see Cleo's side too.
Of course, like Cleo went to the same thing and like she experienced things from one way. She was trying to help Hope of her way. But like people experience the grief differently.
Yeah,
And Hope
definitely.
have also have her trauma with her family, everything. So she's different from Cleo. But of course Cleo was just trying to help. I get that.
Yeah.
But she
And
was not working for Hope.
no, no, it's not. I mean, and the thing is like we don't even know how long Cleo has been dealing with this. I mean, if you think about it, it's only been what, like technically a month for Hope, right?
Yeah. someone.
We don't know how long Cleo's been dealing with this. This could be years old, you know, or this could be like, we don't know, because we really don't know a whole lot about her. And I mean, we will, like, we're gonna get backstory on her because they kind of open that up. But like, how long has she been living on her own? How long has she been dealing
Yeah.
with that trauma, you know,
Yeah.
of her sisters being murdered, right?
Exactly.
I'm excited
I think
for.
we're probably getting a flashback about this murder scene.
Mm-hmm.
They always love to do flashbacks.
For
Like the
Cleo?
Alisa thing. Yeah.
Kind of like they
Like
did with
when
Lisa.
like when they explain the Alisa backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, right. But I don't think we're gonna get it. Like, I don't think it's not gonna be next episode, because next episode, they're,
Is
Fine.
Linda.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it'll be 9 yet.
I think it'll be after
Yeah,
9.
Yeah.
because I think that we're getting a Finch backstory too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
So,
don't yeah. And I don't think we're getting Linda next episode.
well, we have a break after next episode, another week break, or technically 2 weeks, but it's one Thursday without Legacies.
Yeah.
I guess we, guys, if you want to know what kind of episode we should film for Handon Weekly during that break, let us know, because we need some ideas.
Yeah. What
We
else?
might,
Well,
do a little have a certain extra on the show.
oh yeah.
Or maybe that we could do that too, possibly reach
Yeah.
out.
Reach out.
But yeah, so like, it'll be really interesting. The new characters they brought. Okay, where was Gabby?
Oh yeah, she wasn't at all there.
Like,
I
she
think she was
just,
there just to talk about Penelope.
yeah, and then
But
she just left. I mean, she'll be around somewhere because she's Wade's friend, but like,
yeah.
she just wasn't there. So are we going to start, because the school's got money now, does that mean that next episode we'll be seeing more of the
Student.
students?
But I don't
Possibly.
think so. I think you're getting just the Miss Super Squad trying to save Landon.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I don't know. We could see maybe a few students, but I feel like especially with next episode being about finding Landon, um, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I missed him. I don't
Which,
enjoy episodes with that Landon at all.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good episode. Can this week just go by already, please?
Honestly.
Because we were supposed to, this one originally was supposed to air, like, not this one today, but like next week, episode 8 was supposed to air on April 1st. So we were supposed to get the break next week, but now we're getting the break the week after. So between 8 and 9. So 8, I'm assuming, is going to have a huge, like, cliffhanger for us, that we have that week break.
what if it's the line "a long time no see" and then it just cuts out?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, someone had asked Mike on Instagram if they were going to have any more breaks or whatever, and he said that they're not taking any more breaks for filming, so they're filming all the way through now, and they're currently doing episode 12. Episode 13 is going to start soon. So like, I guess maybe they're trying to make sure they push it all so that if anything happens again, that they can get the whole 20 episodes in.
Yeah.
But I think they're going until like July or whatever. But it's interesting, like, season 3 so far has been really good.
Yeah, it's been really
Yeah.
good.
Like, I know that not everyone will agree with us, but like,
Of
I
course.
like the way that it's got the season 1 vibes, and I like that it's kind of a little, like, we're kind of getting a little bit darker. I know, like I said, like Leprechaun, whatever, but like, we are getting a little bit darker.
Even the shots and the camera shots, they seem darker.
Yeah.
Like it seems more of a TVD vibe. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see where things go. Like, it and I'm loving Hope. I mean, I love Hope all the time, but I'm loving Hope right now too. Just
I
like,
love to see peace with Hope.
yeah,
Just expressing her feelings.
yeah. Because we really didn't get a lot of that in season 2. Like, Hope was very, was like, we didn't get a lot of Hope expressing kind of like we did like episode 202, that like
Yeah,
that was incredible, but like after that it was more her,
hero hope.
yeah, hero Hope, exactly, trying to save, like, Landon and the whole
With
school, and
landing
Josie, and like,
the Saltzman. Yeah,
yeah, the Saltzmans from the prison world and stuff like that. So it was just like one right after the other. um but this season we're not really getting hero Hope too much, which is nice. Like, what everyone is chipping in. That's the thing. Like Lizzie and Caleb caught the monster today,
Mm-hmm.
and then Cleo killed the monster. Like, everyone is chipping in, which is nice, which is a huge change from last season, where it was usually like everyone relying on Hope to do it, whereas this season Hope's kind of taken a back step. Yeah, she's part of it, but like everyone's really, honing in on their supernatural powers, which is nice. So that, and I think that because of COVID, like that's kind of like what they kind of have to do, because they can't keep bringing people in, right?
yeah, they can.
Yeah.
But no, I'm liking the direction. I think the direction is going to be something good. Like, I'm really, I know I was so nervous before this episode, but I actually really enjoyed this episode.
I really did too.
It was classic Legacies, like the monsters and the flashback of the little clip of the money and then dancing with the money.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I think,
you can
okay,
see they have fun.
so someone had suggested, what if we did like who's our MVP of the episode, and like what's our
Oh,
favorite scene of the episode?
Okay.
So
okay.
like,
Who's
go.
Yeah.
MVP of the episode, I'm gonna have to go with Caleb on this one. I don't know what it is about Caleb. I really liked him this episode, and I feel like I think it's because he stepped up, that he kind of went up at the top. Either Caleb or Josie. Those two are probably a tie at the moment. My favorite scene is gotta be the Fincy scene at the end. That was my favorite scene of the entire episode.
Of it.
Okay, my MVP will have to go to Hope because I was waiting for her to just let out everything out and to get pissed at everyone. So yeah. And my favorite scene have to be the Cincy one too, because this was just amazing. And the last one, I'm just gonna pick two because the last one I love too.
Yeah.
The Lizzie talking with MEG because she just saw Hope behind it, and the betrayal on Hope's face, you could see it. I love the acting and everything.
My MVP is going to be Cleo, and just because I don't know, there's just something about her. There's just something about her. And my favorite scene is got to be the art montage where they're making the bust, like just them working together. And I don't know, I just really, really love that scene. Like, it's nice to see Hope kind of doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I just love that whole, anything with art though, like with Hope and the art, like it's just so nice we didn't see any of that in season 2. We barely even saw it in season 1. And like the last few episodes, there's been a lot of focus on Hope and her art.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. I did love the Finzi scene. That was so cute. And I loved the Josie and MG scene. Like, just the scene with her laying with the glasses and them talking, and it felt like season 1 friendship all over again. Like, that was such a good scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, but definitely Cleo is my MVP. I do have to kind of agree with the Josie thing though. Like, she would probably be my second, just because I loved how open she was with Finch.
I liked how open she was even with MG. And I know it's like she was with that special herb or whatever, but like she just needs to be more open. And we really saw it this season, or this coming season, and I'm really excited to see that explored more.
Okay, could you imagine if we had access to that leaf and like you could just like crunch it up and like put it in someone's drink and then just make them speak honestly like the whole time? Like,
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
But if they have a truth serum, basically,
Yeah.
Why have they never used it before?
Honestly, what's the point of having it if you're not going to use it?
When Hope was trying to get answers out of Alyssa, why didn't they just use the leaf?
That's
Mm.
true. That's
Honestly,
true.
Like, and they have a leaf that makes dough speed up and cook faster. Like, do they have it for everything? I don't know. I love that garden. I want that garden because I would have so much fun just experimenting with all of those leaves. I mean, not of myself, but I just think that like that whole truth leaf thing would have come in handy a lot of times.
it would. But like probably the fact they don't have tags on the plants too is just
I know. They're just like, go get something about this plant. Okay, which one is it? Like, I know that Josie did say that she had like a book that had, you know, the plants, or they have books that have the plants and stuff, but it does make sense for the younger kids to have a marker on which plant is which plant.
Just to be safe.
Could you imagine little kids grabbing the truth leaf and like all of them are high on the truth and just like running around spouting their mouths because they're all on these like leaves that make you tell the truth? Did you break that? Yeah. I'll break it again.
And I do it again.
Okay. What did Cleo do with the bust? I know she took it away, but what did she do with it?
We don't know yet, Robyn.
It's a theory. That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know. I'm not the person with the theories. It's
Did she
you.
break it?
That's you with that.
I don't think she would break it. I don't think she would break it.
I have no idea.
I just love Cleo. I don't know what it is. I just
Right? Didn't I
Isn't
say
it?
that? We're excited for next week.
Of course.
We hope this week goes by really fast.
I know.
Handon editors, if you can get some edits out, you know, to keep us held in the meantime, that would be great.
If somebody can make, I know there's not many scenes, but a fancy edit, that'd be amazing.
Ooh, a fancy edit too, yeah. If someone could do that, that would be great. Especially with that last scene that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
That would work well with an edit. Yeah, okay, so that was our podcast for 307.
Thank you for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed.
A breaking down mess.
Yeah. Thank you to all of our new viewers and all of our new fans. You know, like our last video is up 1.2K. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are
rock.
insane.
Thank you.
Insane.
Thank you for all the comments you guys left us. Thank you for the nice comments you guys make us on Twitter, everything.
Yeah.
It really just help us and make us want to keep going with the podcast.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much.
We love you so much.
And
comment
what do you think is gonna happen next episode on the comments.
Yeah.
Tell us your theories. You guys are always listening to our theories. Tell us your theories. And give us ideas for the week that we have no legacies.
And who do you think he was the MVP of the episode and your favorite scene?
Who was your MVP?
Yes, I think we should start doing that more often now. It's just every episode. Who was your MVP and what was your favorite scene?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And just thank you again for tuning in this week. We hope to see you guys next week with another Legacies.
Handon Weekly.
And with Naj back.
With Naj
back, yeah.
Love you, Naj.
We love you, Naj. All right.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.